possibility. Okay. So what have I said so far? Let me summarize. Even if you never came to the last lecture, here's what you should know about the last lecture. Okay? Here's what I said. First thing I said is everything is really particles. Everything is all things. Electrons, photons, neutrons. They are all particles. So let that be known. Doubt about that. By that I mean, if one of them hits your face, like an electron, you will feel it in only one tiny one spot. Electron dumps all its charge, all its momentum, all its energy, one little particle. So there's nothing wave-like about that. It's not like getting hit by a boxing glove, which can hit your whole face. Electron is one dot. Okay? But if it's an electron detecting screen, only one pixel is hit by the electron. And into that pixel is given all the charge, all the moment, all the energy of that electron. That's exactly what particles do. So when you encounter an electron, it is simply a particle. So where does the problem come in? Where does quantum mechanics come in? It comes in when you do the famous double slit experiment. That's the key. The entire quantum is in the double slit. Part of the resolution is in the double slit. The rest is difficult, and I'll try to tell you. First I want to tell you what goes wrong with Newtonian mechanics. I thought everything is a particle. What's the big deal? What's the problem? The double slit experiment is the problem. That's what puts the nail on the coffin for Newtonian physics. And here it is in basic emergence. You got two slits. By the way, I'm going to call the particle the electron. They're all doing the same thing. So one applies to one, applies to all of them. There is a source like an electron gun that emits electrons. In the old days, the televisions had the electron gun. And the gun emits electrons, they go to the screen, they make a little dot, and the dot moves around. You see your face, show me. Okay, this is the electron. The electron gun has been engineered to send electrons off at definite momentum. That you can get by accelerating electrons over definite potential. So many electron volts will travel with kinetic energy. As for direction, if this gun is really far away to the left, in principle 1 mile, then the only way electrons are going to go 1 mile and hit the screen are all basically in the horizontal direction. Then you put a row of detectors in the back, which will detect electrons. Then this is slit 1 and this is slit 2. You block slit 1. In fact, let me say the following. What do we really know when we do the experiment? Once in a while, this gun will emit an electron. And we know it's emitted electron, it's like a recoil. One way, just like a gun, rifle. Recoil, that's when we know the electron. Then we don't know anything. And suddenly, one of these guys says click. These electrons are here. This is what we really know. Everything else you say about the electron is conjecture at this point. You know it was here, you know it was there. The question is, what was it doing in between? I mean, if you say, look, things cannot go from here to there, except by following some followings. I don't know what path it is. Maybe if it's an ordinary particle, like the giant particle, then it takes some straight line, that slit, or go through that, and arrive here. So you might say, I don't know the trajectory, but it's got to be some trajectory. Maybe like that. Or maybe like that. So the electron takes some path, and you can label the path as either through slit 1 or through slit 2. Okay. Now here is the problem. Suppose they do the experiment. Slit 2 blocked. You cannot even get through this one. And I sit at a certain station for a certain amount of time, maybe 1 hour, and I see how many electrons. I get 5 electrons. With only one slit open. And if I move that observation point, I get some pattern, looking like that, and I'm going to call it I1. That's the count. It's a function of position around the wall of the detector. Then I repeat the experiment with this guy close, and that guy open, and I get another count. Looks like that. Now, I'm going to pick a location. Now, these are not drawn to scale or anything, so I'm not responsible for any of that. Maybe I'll at least show you one thing that's really important. This graph will be big in front of the second slit, so somewhere here. So I get I1, then 1 is open, and I get I2, when 2 is open. This is I1, I2. Now I'm going to open the 2 slits, and I'm going to pick a particular location. It doesn't happen everywhere. I'm going to pick one location called X. But I used to get 5 electrons per hour with one thing open, and 5 electrons per hour with the second thing open. Now I want to open both. And ask what will I get? In Newtonian mechanics, there's only one possible answer to that question, and that is 10. Because we got 5 this way, we got 5 that way, and we open both. Whoever is going this way will keep going that way, whoever is going this way will keep going this way, will add up to 10. Now I told you, some people may say, well, maybe it's not 10 because with both slits open, maybe someone from here can collide with someone from there. How do you know that'll happen? So I'm saying, do the experiment. Such a feeble beam of electrons, it's only one electron at one time. The whole lab, it's not going to collide with itself. Then you wait long enough, you have to get 5 plus 5 minus 10. What I'm telling you is you go to the location marked X, you've got 5 with each one of you open both, you will get 0. Don't get anything. That is a great mystery. That is the end of Newtonian physics. And I told you that something like that never happens in your daily life. I gave an example with machine guns. Machine gun is a concrete wall with 2 holes in it, and some target here, and then you see how many are coming through this and how many are coming through that. And then you go there and you wait. When both are open, somehow nothing comes. The second hole in the wall, you're safe. One hole in the wall, you're not safe. That can never happen with bullets. So these electrons are not following any path. Because the minute you commit yourself to saying you follow one path, either to this one or that, you cannot avoid both of them open. The intensity of 1 plus 2 has to be equal to I1 plus I2. That's the Newtonian prediction. And I1 plus I2 gives 5 plus 5 equal 10 here and 10 0. In other places, instead of 10, you will get 20. Some places you get places, but the more dramatic thing is where you get less, where you get nothing. Therefore, you abandon the notion that electrons have been predicted. You don't want to abandon it, but you have to, because that assumption, which is very reasonable, just doesn't agree with it. When you say, okay, what should I do? Newtonian mechanics is wrong. What's going to take its place? You find that you have to move away from this X and move up and down this row here and see what you get. And I think I told you what you get a pattern that looks like this. So the real I1 plus 2 looks like this, got ups and downs and ups and downs. And let's say these downs really correspond to each other. That means nobody comes here, a lot of them come here, no one comes here, if you come here, and so on. That's what you find. I'm just telling you what happens when you do the experiment. Put yourself in the place of the person who did the experiment. You thought of moving away from the point X, you plot it. It makes no sense in the language of our language, but this is such a familiar pattern. If you're a trained physicist, which you guys are, you would say, hey, this reminds me of this wave interference with water waves or sound waves or any waves. Obviously, there's some wavelength. You need to give me wavelength and a slit separation. I can calculate this. D sine theta equals lambda and whatnot. And from that sine theta, where you get a minimum or a maximum, and if there's a certain separation in the screen, you can find the precise location of the maximum. Well, given the maximum and minimum, you can work back and find the wavelength. And the wavelength wavelength happens some number called h bar, which is 10 to the minus 34 the joule seconds, divided by is the moment. In other words, you find that if you send more energetic electrons, accelerate them through bigger voltage, increase the P, lambda goes down, the lambda gets released. Slow down the electrons, P reduces, lambda increases, the pattern spreads out, and the dependence on momentum is inversely proportional to momentum. And you fool around and find out the coefficient of proportionality, which people used to call H in the old days, is now written as 2 pi times H bar. It doesn't matter, some constant number is 10 to the minus 34. So you can successfully reproduce this pattern. But what does it tell you about what's going on? What good is that pattern? The pattern tells you that if you repeat the experiment with this electron gun a million times...
That's good, y'all. Happy Friday.
And you plotted the histogram patiently. The histogram will eventually...
A little twitchy, glitchy quantum mechanics for you this morning. Or evening, if you're on the other side of the world.
It's not the wave associated with the stream of electrons.
Matt Gray, welcome in. Welcome back. Happy Friday to you.
It's obviously not a wave of electrons. It's not a wave of charge.
Tova makes music. It's Friday, and you're here. Did you bring something for us to listen to?
Because the only way you know how to get this widely graph is to take something.
Looks like Ben has gone ahead and posted the Discord link up at the top of the chat for anyone who doesn't already have it. Drop your link in the public feedback channel to reserve your spot in the line, and we'll get started here in just a little bit. We do have new sound pack coming soon, so if you are currently subscribed, make sure that you grab your free sounds. There are 350 cult classic movie dialogue samples in there waiting for you to grab if you are a subscriber. So do that. There are couple small changes happening with loyalty rewards, triggers, a couple other things. Finally getting around to some of the laundry list for the live streams. So poke around over the next week or two. We still do not have all of our old triggers back, by the way. I'm working on that. All right, let's see who's here. Saffron's here. And Tom is here. Respect the Gazelle. Thank you so much, Tom, for the sub. I appreciate you. 35 months. 35 months, dude. It's a long time. Zen Papa's here. How you doing, homie? Egan21 is in the house. Nanowires is here. How you doing, Ben? Liv, you are wonderful. I appreciate you. Sending big love your way. I hope that the day is treating you all right. And who just got that? Who just got that? Let me scroll all the way down here. Martin's here. Liv, I see you. Kyan, I see you. Hey, it was Mac Gray Rap. Go grab your free sounds. Make sure that your Twitch and your Discord profiles are connected, and you will auto-magically be granted access to the subscriber rewards channel. Top left on the Discord. Like I said, there's 350 dialogue samples in there right now. We'll swap it out soon. I got a couple packs that are cooking right now that I think you guys are going to like. And I think I have a new way in which we'll get these sound packs out, which will be fun. Good stuff. All right, let me scroll back up and see what else is here. Saf was sick on Wednesday. Saf, I hope you're feeling better, dude. Paul is tuning in from cloudy Maryland. It is bright and sunny and blue in Portland today, which is cool. It's also cold, which is cool, technically. Paul says this vocal sounds like Professor Mukherjee from college. Who does this remind you of from your education experiences in life?
Therefore, Py was strictly zero. No uncertainty. No uncertainty. Delta Py.
So I have, for those of you who've followed me over the years, you know this already, but I have probably, yeah, I don't even know how to quantify it. Probably hundreds of ideas a day, right? And probably like a dozen or more are actually like relatively like decent. Like if someone wanted to, they could run with them. So I had this idea this morning as I was putting together the little ditty. What if colleges offered a community dub session of their lectures after hours? Think about this, right? Like after hour mixers, you'd come in, you'd chill out, there'd be like a keg or something, there'd be some cool visuals up on the projector screen, and there'd be a remixed, dubbed out version of the lecture that took place in that lecture hall that day, happening over the speakers, right? Seeing how we're all, tearing down the colleges and whatnot, we might as well make good space out, or make good use out of the space while they're still there. What do you think? Would you show up? Matt Gray is asking, happy Friday, my friend. How's the day treating you? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all made. Saf is reading something heavy and deep. Critique, Norm, and Utopia. Tova brought something to music, or blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. I've decided that I just can't talk. Tova brought something to listen to. Tom, we have to catch up, dude. I feel like it's been a few weeks somehow. Gotta make it happen. Kyan, you got a sub too? Man, Liv is feeling generous. Liv is like the glorious godmother of our community right now or something. Martin's here. Martin, how close are we to the next release? You got a late shift over there, Liv? Yeah. Martin. Liv, I appreciate you. Respect the gazelle, everyone. You must. I feel like Liv is over there with the chore list. She's like, okay, now who's done their chores this week? Oh, yep, okay, yep, they get us up. Yep, they get us up. You try to narrow the location of the particle by making the hole smaller and smaller. The wave fans out more and more. That's just wave theory. People knew this about waves hundreds of years back. Matt Gray Rap is in Sacramento. Give a shout in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Syndremic is here. Javar. Probably copyright issues with the you mean with the quantum lecture that is currently in the background, or are you talking about like the dub hour after hours? The lectures all day. Dude, seriously, like, wouldn't that be great? Just like roll into a college campus, right? Hey, I'm not really into waking up early and going to class with, clean clothes and glasses you can see through and taking notes and blah, blah, blah. So I'll show up for the dub hour. Late night. Yeah, Javar, I think that there would definitely be good use made of the projector screens in these lecture halls, right? They're huge. They're huge. I would think that maybe like all of the walls should be covered with something in there. You know, open the mind. Seriously though, like if everyone was just like tripping out and hanging out and having a good time every night, and also absorbing some next level knowledge, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we should dip over to Discord and see what y'all have posted. Because it's Friday. It's Friday. Martin's asking, how we doing, sir? Doing all right, dude. All right. Got my tea. If I can keep from spilling it. And made lots and lots and lots of noise this week. So I guess I'm doing all right. Lecture at the ball in Vegas. Oh, man. Found a banger and a half today, Martin says. Came out today. And watch the song blow up. Anybody we know, Martin? It looks like Scruffy Rico is first in the queue today. So I'm going to turn off this noise in the background here. And away we go, huh? Should grab myself a notepad. I'm going to move this over to the other screen here so we can enjoy the full visual experience from Rich. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Yo, Rich, you've done it again, man. That was lovely. Really nice. Couple of things. For the ARP and that really bright air that's delivered in, or airy pad that's delivered in stabs, are they both on the right? It feels like they're both panned a bit to the right. It'd be better, I feel, if they were offset because they're in a bit of a competition in that first half of the track. The vocal stab delays are cool and they bring a nice texture timbre combo. I think they could be like slightly varied throughout though, just for like a little extra interest. I really like Replica from Native Instruments for many reasons, but one of the things that I really like is the micro pitch setting. Uh, it's great. It adds just a tiny little bit of variation to the tonality in the tail. Um, Maybe something like that, and maybe just like a tiny little, um, maybe 10 to 20% pass through some sort of like glitch, stutter, something to add just a tiny bit. It's got this nice digital appeal to it, right? That one element, and not much else in the sonic landscape that you've created here. Like really matches it. So I'd lean into it a little bit, personally. I really like the upbeat arc on this one, by the way. Oh, and at 4 minutes, the airy bit that hangs out, I don't know, probably till at least like 4:06 or something like that, feels like a tiny bit long. Maybe it's just because it isn't completely like drenched in reverb or something. It's just a really long release. Maybe if it's a bit more creamy or a little less release, I don't know. Felt like maybe a little more creamy would be good. All right. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you. Zen Papa, right? It's such a simple tool, but it's tasty. Hey, Blackberry's here. Oh no. Recluse! Recluse is here. Pardon me while I scroll up through the chat and see what's going on. And there's a mystery afoot, too. Replica is dope, right? Refuse to use the new fancy one. The new fancy one. Rich, I'm not sure if you're here yet or if you're going to catch this feedback on the VOD, but I really like this one. It's got a nice palette stuff. Zen Papa, right? His stuff has a certain commercial appeal to it. It kind of runs through all of his stuff. He's got it's just a really clean, applicable sound. You know what I mean? Easy to listen to. Javar's here this morning, saying, been a while since I posted a full-on track just for fun. Started by Paul Stretchin' Waves at the beach that I recorded and went from there. Headphones recommended, as usual, to get all the sonic delicacies. Also, worth noting, Javar has been revamping his approach to a couple of things. Tune into his live streams to see some cool stuff happening. It's called A Day at the Beach for Mr. Cthulhu. Oh. Oh. Um, it's great. It's great. I love the super ambient, like environmental touches in the beginning. Kind of wondering where Cthulhu is in that moment. As that crescendo builds up and reaches its peak around 103, I feel like if you pushed the saturation in equal measure, you would bring all of that surface texture up to kind of this fever pitch level with all those extra harmonics in there. The reversals that are delayed around 2 minutes kind of felt like they were a little bit loud. Like if that played on some like TVs, for instance, or something, I feel like it would probably be a little out of balance. Fantastic pace and palette throughout the entire thing. At 250, maybe that gong up just a little bit, and then a little bit of saturation, low overdrive or something to get some shine and ring out of it. That was a nice little touch there. I love the little percussion intro that just like, or this percussion in the outro that just kind of starts and like we're about to segue into something else, or there's like still more stuff going on here, but you guys got to go. I like that. Mr. C is chilling on the beach. Rhythm. Haha, nice name. Nice name. Happy Friday and welcome into you. Javar, question. When is your next stream? Also, I like the new stuff you're putting up on your YouTube too. Stuff. Back over to the Discord. Dragonleaf is up. Excellent. All the cool kids are here today. This one's called Tiger Strapped Cat. Wait. Hold on a second. That percussion is actually just Mike rattling in the recording. That's awesome. I love happy accidents. Excellent. Yeah, order of operations is important, right? Got to get everything right in the right order. Ah, look at that. Liv, we're on fire. I appreciate you so dang much. Everybody, we should have an Olivia Appreciation Day or something, right? Right? Rhythm, you just got a subscription, which means you get a bunch of free sounds. If you are subscribed to the Twitch, you get free sounds. And currently there's about 350 cult classic film dialogue samples in here for you to pick up. Some really like kind of twisted and funky packs coming up soon for you guys. I know that I have been like very much focused on all of the cinematic stuff for some time. And I know you guys need packs too. So for what it's worth, there's some really cool stuff coming. Liv, thank you so much for spreading the love. And Rhythm, go get your free sounds. Liv, I'm glad we make you feel less lonely because you're awesome. All right, this one is Tiger Striped.
Ever heard this story? There once was a tiger striped cat. This cat died a million deaths, revived and lived a million lives, and he was owned by various people who he didn't really care for. The cat wasn't afraid to die.
I just want to ask you one thing.
What's that?
Is it for the girl?
She's dead. There's nothing I can do for her now.
Yo. Dude, this is fun. I like this. It's got like a certain kind of swagger to it. It's a little thick in the mid lows. Like if you were to scoop a little bit out around 250 and 350 out of a few different elements, I feel like this whole thing would feel just a little bit tighter. And like the middle of the track frequency wise would feel a little bit more well defined, I think. Really like the cloudy lounge feel of it though. At 124, I'd love to hear a small bump to the mids, just like a little EQ bump, somewhere between like 700 and 1K maybe. When dude says she's dead, and then it like echoes, maybe saturate that tail too. Nice horn riffs throughout, really good licks. Olivia says chord progression felt a little unintuitive at times. Really wanted for release, but I'm a whore for four, so. This was it feels like a new Muzak channel, or like I don't know, the beginning of a chill playlist in a small coffee shop in Thailand. Beethoven. Let's do this. It's Trey. Hey, I like this art right here. Good stuff. All right, let's do this. Happy Friday, by the way.
Whoa, 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 yeah. Trey, they say you poppin', moving ticks. Trey, they say we need another hit. If I kiss you, will you give me back a kiss? Will you lock in for the journey or just sit? I ain't doing something that is quick. Who would want some flat over some thick? I keep going on looking like this. What's gonna take me out ain't part of shit. I think this shit got too real. Like the devil making deals. Deals with myself, it's surreal. I ain't forget how it feels. How to lose and how to deal. Can't say I would never steal. Change the story, close the seal. Normal nigga, normal feels. Instead I keep on feeling weird. I just seen a movie. Close my eyes, you use me. But what's more confusing is you don't even know. Guess the shy illusion, my no lie solution. I wish for conclusion, but you know how it Trey, they say you poppin', moving ticks. Trey, they say we need another hit. If I kiss you, will you give me back a kiss? Will you lock in for the journey or just sit? I ain't doing something that is quick. Who would want some flat over some thick? I keep sick, but it's lost, I give up. Now see how you think you finna get your way, when your disposition is an ugly face. Chill like Birdie, get up off my case. Never left me, get up off my space. There's a moment where it feels alright. It can come in early and still lose light. I can't focus on some other nights. Ain't made for passing around some county kites, yeah.
Yeah.
January 14th, another time where part of me died that day, and I never fully.
All right. Maybe just a little bit of pitch manipulation of some kind on the backing vocals. Just a little bit, like a little bit. No like octave up or like major detuning or chorus or anything weird like that. Something really subtle would be cool, just to make us go, wait, what? That? So something kind of fleeting too would be cool. And maybe just a little bit more high end on the EQ of those backing vocals. I really like the use of the stereo field with the backing vocals. They kind of make this track, actually. I mean, the lyrics are good and the delivery is good. I like the simple appeal of the beat and letting the vocals drive the whole thing, but really the backing vocals kind of set up all of the groove for us, which is cool. 808 I think can use a little saturation, no big grit, like nothing distortion, you know? Is that a word? Blackberry, is that a word? Distortion E. Subtle overdrive, target 5K, maybe. I mean, you don't need to go that high, but you're going to want to generate as much of the harmonics as you can all the way up. 2.5 drive, maybe adjust gain to taste down after that. Good track. I like the simplicity of this. I like the raw delivery of all of your stuff, honestly. I do. I like that you know when to quit. Distortionary. See, if you say it enough times and enough people hear it, then it's actually like a real thing. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's like a thing. Like stationary, but better. Trey, dude, I appreciate you. And thanks for keep on bringing it by. More next Friday, right? Kyan. Crime Corp 2. Work in progress. See what this one's all about. Crime Corp Radio. Gotta trademark that. Every damn time.
I'm sipping lean listening to this. It's Crime Corp Radio.
Hey there, everyone. It's Jason back at Crime Corp Radio, and man, let me tell you, is it great to be back. Yeah, great to be back, guys. Let's get into the music.
Bom dia, xereca, me acordou da melhor forma. Bom dia, xereca, me acordou da melhor forma. Olhando pra mim, com a boca na minha piroca. Olhando pra mim, com a boca na minha piroca. Olhando pra mim, com a boca na minha piroca. Bom dia, xereca, me acordou da melhor forma. Bom dia, xereca, me acordou da melhor forma. Olhando pra mim, com a boca na minha piroca. Olhando pra mim, com a boca na minha piroca.
Crime. It's Crime Corp Radio.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Crime Corp Radio. And I gotta tell you, this next song reminds you of the time where I was tripping off that good New York Benadryl in a school bathroom. Back to the music.
You niggas look like they don't smoke crack, they on the verge of smoking crack. All my ops is fucking sad. You nigga bro, they ain't got no hoes. Ops look like they shot at Marshall. Ops ain't got no car to park it. Bitch vanilla crib, clean that niggas. These niggas in the hot, they be white,
Crime Corp Radio.
This alien czar got me seeing things.
I'm the one buying her clothes and shit. VVS on my neck and they froze and shit. Hit her one time and she acting out. Red beam on my strap like I'm backing out. And a full lot of bows when I'm packing out. Smoke a whole lot of dope, I ain't flashing out. My chopper it kill like a kangaroo. When it hit him and knock him right out his shoe. I might wet him like a swimming pool. Or just like some fucking loot. I'm fucked up in the head, I might just pull up and shoot up the school. Mechanical chopper because I'm riding with a lot of tools. This nigga tried to rob it, so you know I had to break. They tryna be me, but it's not easy. It's not easy. I be blessing the mic, but I'm not sneeze. Quick to get on a bitch like I'm YB. The car got no feeling, I'm not weed. If I said it, and I mean. Lot of green in my pocket, I'm not V. Got a whole lot of music, I'm not leaking. Hey, what? Before a nigga I got about 4, 5 choppers while I'm riding in my coupe. Hey bitch, I came a long way from the rain and nigga shoot. Nah, nigga need a toothpick and the steaks for 3 2. How many guns I got a lot? And bitch, we trapping spot to spot. And you would think this shit was gumbo, but it's dope up in this pot. And bitch, my pockets is on swole, and it's looking like a knot. Top shotter in this bitch, nigga, you a bomber clot. Hey, she want a bag. And I got a bag, but she don't get nothing. They got a whole lot of cash. And I'm living too fast, mama couldn't do nothing. They spraying Guala in public. I'm a niggas, they do what I do like pup. They catch a thigh, she blush. In the yo with a polo, bro, I'm cut.
Dude, this one was really cool. And it was different. It was different. I like each one of these motifs here. The Crime Corp radio tags are... Is it just me or are they better than ever? Like, how many of these do you have? Right, Ben? Subs are so nice, but those high frequencies. 5. Well, they're all choice. At 258, that one section there, it kind of felt like it was being held back. Not sure if it's the just kind of subs flooding everything or if it was a compression thing. But I really do like the juxtaposition of those high frequencies over the subs. And the drag feeling, I'm having a hard time picking my favorite. Usually I can like easily identify the favorite section of each one of your submissions. But this one I'm kind of split between a couple of them. I really like this drag feeling at the end, with all the reversals and that frozen pad there. OhmLab, why and how are you subbed? You need to ask our happy fairy godmother, Olivia, about that. And while you're subbed, make sure that your Twitch and your Discord profiles are connected, because when you're subscribed on Twitch, you get free sounds on Discord. You'll be granted access to subscriber rewards, and there's a big old collection of like 350 cult classic dialogue samples from a film called Gas. Highly inappropriate stuff. Very good. Very good. Now, if you bring songs without tags, you might get the panhammer, says Ben. Man, the panhammer can swing for any reason, apparently. Man. Incredible. Incredible that this can just happen. In 2024, no less. Tova's here. This one's called Everything. Let's check this one out. Happy Friday, Tova. Home giveth, home taketh.
Yeah, the leaves, they will fall to the ground. And I need to know now Or does your love change with the seasons? Are you just looking for reasons to leave me in the dark? Take the shirt off my back, mock me for what I like. You're breaking my heart. I don't have much love to give. I gave you everything. There isn't much for you to see. I showed you everything, but everything is not enough. You always take so much more than you give me, babe. And when everything is gone, doesn't seem to take too long till you leave me, babe. It's getting colder outside and the winds are blowing us from side to side. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. And I know we try to be stable, but just like a three-legged table, we're slowly falling down. We're closer to the ground. Strong pieces all around. We've lost the blow we fall. I don't have much love to give. I gave you everything. There isn't much for you to see. I showed you everything, but everything is not enough. You always take so much more than you give me, babe. And when everything is gone, doesn't seem to take too long till you leave me, babe. Why do you leave me?
Yo. Just take a little moment here. Tova. Man. Rokusai, it made Omibot stop. Rhythm nails it. Says beautiful. Yeah, just downright lovely. Like this is a really, really lovely, lovely track. I think the bass can come down just a bit. I mean, I know this is a release track, but hear me out. In future productions, hear me out. The bass is great, and I love the bass, but I think that your voice should be more dominant at every turn, right? So like every last little nuance can be the main focus. You know what I mean? And the cymbals, especially in the last like quarter of the song, when things kind of get up to this emotional peak, I feel like they're distracting at that level. I really like the performance, and as a drummer, I do appreciate it. It's just a level thing. I think it's just they just need to come down a little bit. There's just the feels in this one, just absolutely fantastic. You've brought by some stuff before that was pretty melting as well. Like Really fantastic, man. Really fantastic. I hope your fans fill your cup. I hope they show you the appreciation you deserve. Wild Boar says, that was sensational. Syndremic says, moment of silence. Dude, we are deeply appreciative of what you're doing over there. Martin said he just saved this one to his Sexy Time playlist. There you go. You're going to get a bunch of plays now. Ben, over here whispering, correct snare EQ settings sensually into the microphone. Egan21 says, these types of songs make me want to sing along in the car just to forget my singing voice is like Kirby noises pitched 4 octaves down. Oh, man. Syndromic says, this is released. Good. I was about to throw things. This is just fantastic, Tova. Just keep making more. Keep bringing more. Bring some stuff that's work in progress, if you can. If that's the thing you do. We love helping. Next. Happy Friday, by the way. Checks, you're up. And everybody loves checks. It's called Kickback. Yo, checks. Guts, man. Putting checks and Nike on the cover. Good stuff, man. That's balls. Nice fill on that intro transition. Well-timed Foley there too. Especially the gun cock. 107. Just all the right energy. You're pushing the luffs. But the mix is solid, so it's not making anyone's face actually fall off because of the luffs. They're falling off because of the music. I feel like this just captures all the right qualities. You know what I'm saying? What is this? A 2-minute 45-second little masterclass. I think it might need like a little warning sticker on it though. Check's like, luffs, please step aside. Oh, it's Wild Boars. Just got here 10 minutes ago. You got to get here earlier next time. It shits fire right out the gate. And then it just keeps going. And then it just doesn't stop. Not falling off yet. If it melts enough, it'll fall off. It'll fall off. Let's see if we can make Zendremic faceless by the end of the stream. We got some time. Rhythm says, yeah, well done. Base face warning. What's a luff? Central 1. What an honest and genuine question. Let us fill your cup, sir. Let's explain what a luff is to Central 1. How are you, homie? Been well? Pet Gray Rap says, I love melting like the Wicked Witch of the West, personally. It's a style. It's like a certain style of melt. Speaking of, you are up. I'm learning how to type over here. Don't mind me. It's another idea I'm cooking. Luffs is the thing that makes your face go, Hey, Chris is here, KDHD in the chat. I have luffs in my shower. Is that what a luffs is? It could be. It could be. Luffs. Maybe we should start a new loofah brand. We'll call it Luffs. And we'll donate 10% of all profits to help educate people about the loudness wars. Two brilliant ideas in one day, and we're still going. All right, let's see if the vocal mix isn't too bad. That's me reading. That's not me saying it. That was Matt Gray, right? That tapping the keys. Having a hard time talking today. Take my money. All right, let's roll. This one's called Bite. I don't give a love.
I was a prophet, honest, scholarships to college, harsh, dancing, admission was flawless, Larson, hired for the stars, guys that I've been walking, who are you to top it, stop it, locking, I'ma be a boss, bitch, spaceship that's caustic, ripping in the mosh pit, making noise for years like I never get exhausted, I'm fun like a spear, so you know, the flow's fucking toxic, gorgeous, visions of a mission with a mortgage, rolling, copies with authority and they forward, forward, all the dark and rolling parts are corpses, ocean, and they busy going on like a light switch, like flow righteous, ice, on the highest throne like I am mightiest, pies in the sky, ever say I'll be a fool if I can't get needed to, but you know that I'm a bite, bitch. Bite, bitch. Bite, bitch. Ugh, fuck your biased shit. I know that I'm biased, bitch, and it sounds like, get out because I might switch. So you might wanna bite, bitch. I remember when I used to truly be him. Alcoholic out and balling on the weekends. Ain't no study man was running off some G shit. I was running from the trouble I was seeking. Now I'm seeing through the freedom like a sequin. Done with starting from the company I'm keeping. Fuck the man I wasn't, damn I ain't no he him. Part of me that thought I'm broke right out the sequence. Whoa, ain't nobody studying on the Mac no more. Fuck a fake bro, won't jab, no joke. Most of those gonna stay low. Play the wrong brand for the wrong bag, no shame, no coke. Rolling up the dollars, but your wallet's so broke. Polling on a budget is appalling. The oxygen is loaded with the product and it's potent. Every model, every homie, everybody on the low is on top. I agree with envy, but you don't want smoke. Leaning on me heavy with the phone, no hope. Homie gonna hold another line. I know you bite, bitch. Bite, bitch. Bite, bitch. Ugh, fuck your pious shit. I know that I'm biased, bitch, and it sounds like, ugh, get high because I might switch. It wasn't like this, just like the other ones. Alert sight of pure white, and there were tons. A slight gleam of white teeth from powdered gums. Was naive to find me, not running from it. I found me around keys, but not turning. Driving to height beats and turd stomachs. Alive free we might be, but we're flummoxed. A kind seen from light beams on mic circuits. 3 friends on weekends, and number 4. I pretend to be trendy, wanting more. He's leaning in and seeming in to show his force. She's doing grim, but deep rage, she's scared of course. They don't see the old me that's wondering why I'm closing on nosebleeds. I'm dumb and I'm high. I know we are homies. Your pains are mine, but know me and you'll see a man's side. You don't know how slowly my soul leaves. I'll never warm. A cold breeze would blow me forevermore. I could say no, but they know I don't mean it. They take it movers way down low. There's only motivation to slow and break it low. I know that I don't need you sure you will say go. I'll take all of what season. I'm so rolling from holding to something for no reason. I chose to like snow in all seasons. I take a quick word. Quick death, I fall back. I tripped up and slipped up at night. An old friend, a cold hand, a wrong track. Who knows when I'll glow in the limelight. I knew then, I know now, my bones crack from old blood that flows under my sight. It's true then, I told how the old Mac wound up dead from chowing down on their first bite, bitch.
All right, volume balance. That's the first thing on this one. I really like the concept of the track, the vocals, like the lyrics, the composition, the arrangement. I don't think any of that stuff should change. I really like the track itself. The mix though is what needs some attention. So starting with the volume balance, bring subs down. Bring the low end cutoff up to about 45 hertz, 12 dB per octave curve. Bring the vocal level up. Bring it right up on top of everything. And when you think that you've got it there, add some overdrive, target upper frequencies, volume down to taste, right? That's going to bring a little bit more edge and detail and really help it kind of sit right up on top of everything. The bass has a nice timbre to it, but it's hard to discern detail. Some of that is because of the sub presence. So when the subs come down and you bring up that low end cutoff, that will help. You also want to make sure that the bass is not conflicting with anything else in the lower frequencies. Saturate it so it can be heard a little bit better. Really nice balance in the vocal mix. I like the use of the stereo field, so don't do anything to the actual mix of the vocals. Just add the saturation, bring the volume up, and see how you're feeling about it at that point. Don't go all ham on it. I really dig the industrial profile of the drums, like the old school industrial profile. It's very slim and like not in your face, but I feel like the kick feels kind of anemic, like it's lacking gravity, right? Girth. So I'd give it a little more EQ love, some saturation, and a bit more presence in the reverb channel, just so it feels a little bit more present alongside the rest of the drums. And then go through your tracks in the project, shave frequencies where you can without altering the character of each sound when heard in the full mix. And that's the important thing, right? So that means that you can hear a difference when it is soloed, but you're not hearing a big difference in the full mix, okay? Because the sounds in the mix help fill up those little gaps in the frequencies, right? So that will help them find their own position in the song. And make sure that you're panning as well. Keep your drums and your or your kick anyway, and your vocals in the center with your bass, and start moving everything else a bit more out from center. I think that's it. Ooh, Zen Papa says, I want to mix this. Loshard, welcome in. Hello. How are you? Happy Friday. Central says good chords there. KDHD says this is great. Looking forward to hearing more. Rokusai says, creatively, this is amazing. Love the ideas and the arrangement decisions. Lovely palette of sounds. The only thing I'm struggling with is the mix. It falls flat completely, and it's such a shame. If the mix gets done properly, this is such a fresh take in music. It's good. Yeah, I would agree with this. I think you're hearing kind of the same thing from everyone on this one. Yeah, and KDHD points out the vocals are balanced in. And of themselves just got a little lost in the busy parts. Yep, good stuff. Hey, 40 minutes until the weekend for Clochard. Very nice, very nice. Huge potential, unique style. Yeah, good stuff. A little shout out to OhmLab for calming down. He's having a little verbal seizure earlier, just like blah, 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 blah. Let me spam. Thank you for calming down, OhmLab. Matt Gregg, keep bringing it. Martin has brought something new. Actually, that was a lot of stuff. I'm going to put this into a thread for you, homie. All right, Merritt. Bet on Us, Extended Master. Here we go. All right. Couple little things kind of jumped out at 109. It felt like that stab kind of jumped up. Not sure that it needed to be at that loudness. A couple of loudness things kind of made me feel like maybe the threshold was a little low on your limiter or something. An ever so subtle transition support around 205 I think would feel really good. Nothing leading, just like a little. I really like the mix balance. I didn't put a timestamp on it. I was really digging the mix balance over here. Yeah, some good stuff. It feels like some of the individual elements are being a little bit driven, like the atmospheric element you've got this right here. This right here. That general ambience, it feels like it's being driven, and I'm not sure that it really needs that level throughout it. I think that allowing it to surge and swell more will probably feel a little bit more satisfying and like provide greater emotional impact over time. And it would feel probably a little bit more like atmosphere rather than ambience. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Kind of a bit more lifted. Rokusai says, yeah, it seems like the first stage is being squished by the last limiter and it pushes it a bit much and forces that stab up. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. Ben's, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Lovely, Martin, by the way. Spelled Boar says this has a lot of emotion. It's good stuff. Does the vocal sit nicely? Yeah. Yeah, nothing about the vocals here. Good stuff, dude. Yeah, I would agree with Rokusai here. Just to preserve the integrity of the vocal performance, I'd keep it on a separate. Good practice in general, I think. Zen Papa, it is you. Somatype soundscape. Let's do this. Oh, Mary, hey, dude, you want that in the in a thread? Because I can put that in a thread for you. Done. Dude, Zen Papa, I think the only thing I'm really hearing in this that I would make an adjustment to is the low end. And there really are no rules that you have to follow with the low end there because there isn't a busy mix here, right? There's nothing that the bass is like really interfering with. It's more just how it's affecting playback on different systems, right? And how it affects the mix. I really like the tension swarming detune on this one. Yeah, yeah. There is this here, let me find it. Right in here. Right in here where this swell is. And it dips down. If you were to take and bust that, the kind of brighter pad that's starting to surge right there, if you were to bust that out and on that auxiliary channel put a pitch shifter and shift it down like 3 steps and bring that in at a really low level, it would create this extra little bit of uneasiness. It just kind of makes you go, Okay, so let me explain the EQ, and Roku's so right. You don't like for the big rumbles, you definitely don't want to limit yourself. Here I am giving advice for like more full mixes. Roll this down, and then you can use a shelf then to control like your peak management. You don't need a lot of amplitude down here in the frequencies that you get your big time rumble, like physical rumble effects from. So, you know, if your peaks or your audible sub frequencies are up here, then your rumble can be kind of down here. You're still going to feel that. It doesn't require like a great deal of volume. You do want to maintain control over the peaks down here so they aren't the loudest, so they aren't triggering any kind of effects that might be, you know, your plugins that might be monitoring for signal threshold. And if you have it, as Roku's saying, a dynamic EQ might be even better so that the overtones, that sub bass stay where they are. Yeah, absolutely. If you have a, if you don't have a dynamic EQ, you can use a multiband compressor to similar effect, and you can also use a phase EQ on that low end adjustment to help kind of keep things in line as well. Let's see who's up next. Recluse is up next. Recluse. I'm excited. All right, Recluse is back saying a little different from my normal style. I need a break from the heavy EDM tracks I usually make. Yes, for some reason the export has long silence at the end. Oh, good. Go over here for this one. Here we go. This one's called Home. Samsung, welcome in.
Wasting time
Yo, okay, you know that I love everything that you do. This is fantastic. Like so many of your stuff, I think the thing that I like the most is your stopping points, like your ability to know just how far you can push something is fantastic. Um, it's great. I love the pace. I love the art. I love the all the processing, all of the distortions used, the filtration. Vocals were great. Original? Samsung says gorgeous. Wow. Rokusai says reminds me of my friend Mothika, who makes similar music. Feel free to link, Roku. Sam Papa says, yeah, definitely trip hop, but also kind of modern. Right though, I'm saying, is that a clock ticking? So sick. Great pacing, really sick vibe, says Zen Papa. Cat Trex. Happy Friday to you, homie. Yeah, Hegan21, 5 from first sight. Dreamy, says Rytham. Yeah, this is great. It's good stuff. Fantastic vibe. Central. I keep saying Central. Why do I keep saying Central? I think it's because I was seeing Central in the chat. Sorry about that. Recluse. Very good to hear you. Very good to hear you. Splice, okay. Only one verse head fell. Don't you love that when you hear something and you're like, well, dang it, that was too good. Now I have to do something. Samsung. Samsung or ringtone. It's you. Nova Beleza. Beleza? 2005. Let's do this. 2 minutes, 45 seconds for those keeping track at home.
When you look at me, yeah, I'm in too deep. It's so hard not to fall when you're in my dreams. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. When you look at me, yeah, I'm in too deep. It's so hard not to fall when you're in my dreams. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. So many things I'll see. I never wanna leave you. Always be me on my feet. You're everything I ever need. And when the sun goes back to sleep, I hope it's me I wanna keep. Don't wanna be your enemy, just want you here right next to me. Oh, when you look at me, yeah, I'm in too deep. It's so hard not to fall when you're in my dreams. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. When you look at me, yeah, I'm in too deep. It's so hard not to fall when you're in my dreams. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. So many things I'll see. I never wanna leave you. Always be me on my feet. You're everything I ever need. And when the sun goes back to sleep, I hope it's me I wanna keep. Don't wanna be your enemy, just want you here right next to me. For your eyes on me. For your eyes on me. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I'd risk it all for your eyes on me. So baby, please, all I see. I pray I'll never wanna leave you. Always be me on my feet. You're everything I'd ever need. And when the sun goes back to sleep, I hope it's me I wanna keep. Don't wanna be your enemy, just want you here right next to me. For your eyes on 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 me. I'm going through it all. Secrets mine to keep. I think I risk it all. For your eyes on me. So many things I'll see. I never wanna leave you. Always be me on my feet. You're everything I ever need. And when the sun goes back to sleep, I hope it's me I wanna keep. Don't wanna be your enemy, just want you here right next to me. For your eyes on me.
I love it when you end on a fill. I love it. I love it. And if the Love Boat ever comes back, like from Maiden Voyage onward, I think you should be the house band. And I think Isaac needs to come back and be the bartender. The Love's Boat. The Love's Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love's Boat. Hey, yeah. The Lounge Lizard style, right? The Love's Boat. Holy hell. How have we not come up with this before? I mean, Samsung, it's 2024, and we're just now saying the Love's Boat for the very first time. Thank you. That was incredible. Love those moments. You have to sing it and make it clip, otherwise it won't count. It might be a new genre. Vibes maxing, loves maxing, life maxing. The Love's Boat. Should have happened earlier. Zendremic, you're right. This is true. This should have happened. If this had happened back in like 2000 or something like that, the whole world would probably be in a much better place. Just saying that. Yeah, Hegan, I'm feeling that too. Hegan's saying, my neck kind of hurts bumping to this one. It's like a little too boppy, almost. It's like too good. Show of hands, all of those who feel this track is too good. The whole world. People might think that that's an exaggeration, but I don't think so. I think the whole world probably would be better. Prove me wrong. All I know is that if you vote for me, we're all just going to sit around and listen to music on Fridays. That funky noise. This one's from Couch Tracks. Look at this. Look at this art. Now can you look away?
It's the brat tat 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 busting out on that tag. Busting out on that tag. Busting out on that tag.
Oh, the sample right here.
It's the brat tat tat tat. What the brat tat tat tat.
Yo, Roku is saying limit your bus groups separately. So group your tracks and process them all differently. Only keep a peak limiter on your master bus. This way, you can aim for really big wall of sound, yet retaining your transients dynamics. Best of both worlds. It is the way that you arrive at that like super gnarly loudness with all of the crisp clarity that we all enjoy. Zendremic says, my walls are sweating. Lesink, yeah, bring it, I think, right? I mean, let me look. Yeah, dude, drop it. Rhythm, you're up next. All right, Couch Tracks. I feel like the sound design here is phenomenal. What's your weapon of choice? What synth are you producing in? I would say get your LUFs in order. Do what Roku Sai is advising in regards to your group limiting. OhmLab is saying, I am here, by the way. Just saying, I am here. Serious club vibe on this one. Like this is on every single playlist. Rhythm. All right, this is work in progress here.
The ego is this.
Hey, get that limiter off of every track. Couch Tracks. Get that clipper and the limiter off of each track, and then that way, think about it this way, okay? Limiting and compression, right? What they do is they cut a peak off, right? They don't let the peak reach its full potential, right? So it stops it from reaching the full potential, right? So if you stop it from reaching its full potential, and then it then again goes through another process like that where it is again not reaching its full potential, and then finally it wraps up with not reaching its full potential, and then it gets sent off to mastering where it's not allowed to reach its full potential all over again. I think you see where I'm going with this. If you remove that stuff and save it for the last stages of the entire process, you're going to have this enormous ceiling. Weapon of choice is Serum. I could tell. Stuff. Very good stuff. Good sound design.
Strange transference of loyalty from the ego is this strange transference of loyalty from the group to the self, the individual body. The world just seems quite crazy. The cruise is over. We're in the lifeboats. The ship is going to sink. The question is, how does this adventure end? What we need to change is our minds. That's the part that's doing us dirt and dragging us under. How can we change our minds? future of the human mind and body and the future of humans together is endlessly bright.
Yo, Rhythm, there's some really interesting, like, original and unique kind of stuff happening here. Stuff was flying by in the chat and I didn't see it all, but I did see Roku start to mention something about the kick maybe not being the kick for the track. And I kind of felt the same, that it was like maybe a little boomy. So if the resolve of it was all kind of shortened and it was brought down in presence, I would feel a little bit differently. And if it wasn't quite as boomy in the middle, I think it would feel um more cooperative with the rest of the mix. I like the I guess like the bigger kind of low end presence there. I think it's more just a volume thing and maybe some of those mid frequencies. Some phase stuff happening as well. I heard in the full mix. If I kind of go back here. Now there's also some competing panning and ducking and stuff, right? That's creating the extra kind of flutter and whatnot too. So one thing that you can do is to roll off the lower frequencies a little bit of the elements that are being panned rapidly and modulated rapidly. So if it's being ducked rapidly, don't duck down to quite as low a frequency. And if it's being panned, roll up the lowest frequencies just slightly on those elements that are being dragged across the stereo spectrum. And you're going to clean up a lot of that kind of confusion that's introduced with those competing movements. And then we're going to feel that kind of flutter be more of like that flutter that you're chasing. I think the mix is pretty fun overall. I do want to hear less compression on the mix itself and more used strategically on the individual elements instead. Again, I think it's a really unique palette of timbres and textures, and that's why I feel like the peaks need to be protected in this, especially on the texture side of things, right? You want to actually be able to feel all of those little bits. But just kind of want to touch again on the timbre thing. Like you've got a lot of really unique timbres in here, and they're colliding with your really unique choices with modulation. Excuse me, getting over a cold here. And it's appreciated. It's very pleasing to the ears, you know. Jetto's here. Happy Friday, Jetto. Welcome in. Saying gorgeous synth stuff. Hegan21 says that Dee Dee Ba Da vocal sample is so dope. Roku says Comcast is letting us down again. What? Did I drop some frames during that one? Jetto says, also in the beginning of the last song, when that cool metallic bass is played at the same time as the sub reads, the progression doesn't match on the fourth chord. Hey. Beautiful song, just nitpicking. Rhythm says, I've been trying to mess with all the levels so much. Yeah, okay, so couple things. Mix this at a lower volume. And the other thing is if you're having a hard time dialing in the balance in an area, save your project, take that section and rework the volume mix from the perspective of what's the most important element in this moment right here, and now kind of mix up around to it. You might find that part of what you're bumping up against is that there are no elements really in this type of music that should stay completely steady throughout the mix, right? There's probably going to be a great deal of volume automation throughout this thing, right? As certain players come up in focus and priority and others dip down and give space for them. It might just be that some sections are sweepingly different than others. You know? Giving yourself the kind of freedom to make more, not aggressive, but bold, right? Changes and decisions can lead to really big surges of emotion and satisfaction with a big, unique palette like this. So, Lesing says, yeah, the stream lagged for me. Dang it. All right, that's it. Let's go take down Comcast. How dare they drop frames? OhmLab. It is you. We got music this time. OhmLab has been bringing by some of his sound design work for some video game stuff he's been doing lately. Don't forget, you can bring by sound too, not just music. This one is With You, with Asunder, Ghost Production.
Want you out the picture? I'll pack my bags, yeah. Think I need a switch up. I'm done playing with you. Want you out the picture? I'll pack my bags, yeah. Think I need a switch up. I'm done playing with you. Want you out the picture? I'll pack my bags, yeah. Think I need a switch up. Want you out the picture?
I like this one, dude. I like this one. The slipperiest part of the slope of Ghost Production is making a good banger and then being like, yeah, now I gotta go get this to someone. That's a good one. is a good one. The fills are fantastic. The pace at which you're moving through these little scenes that you're splicing together there is phenomenal. I really like the way that you juggle elements in general. It's refreshing. It feels like you move at a pretty steady clip in your production process. Like you don't really sit still too much. It feels like it's kind of a steady stream of change happening. 135, I do feel like that transition needs a little bit of help to intro that vocal sample. It just felt a little bit clunky compared to everything else. 202, just this moment. I think the hat needs to come down a bit in general. Felt a little distracting. Syndromic says, my neighbors are dancing. This place might collapse. Jodo says, I think those super soft chords coming in at the end drop was a bit jarring, though. It's Wild Boar says, hat down just a bit at the end, I think. Hardlap says, if you want, you can show some of the sound effects I made for games, if anyone is curious. Oh, yeah. So, hey, listen, we do. Fridays are dedicated to feedback, right? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to put our conversation on blast there, Javar. But anyway, if you want to bring by small clips like throughout the week while I'm working on production, I do help with quite a bit of sound design stuff. Anyway, Artlap has been dipping his toes into the water of game sound design. He's been working with some folks over in the Roblox community, building some stuff. And if any of you have played any of the Roblox stuff, you'll know that these are actually pretty sweet. They're pretty tight. So I am happy to help you with all of your game and cinematic stuff as well. I am still currently the head of sound and music over at Audio Design Desk, so definitely spend a lot of my time kind of steeped in the cinematic world. It's Wild Boars. Oh wait, let's just go through this really quick and see what people were saying in the chat, because this was a great track. There's a lot of whoa, cool, sick, whoa, crazy dope. That's illegal. Roku says, well done again, Ardlap. Good juxtaposition with the perks. Be careful with your synth work obscuring your mid-highs, your mids and mid-highs. Make sure you carve space for all those tasty perks, perhaps dynamic EQing. Agreed. Clochard Ruel says, I shouldn't be exposed to this while working on a desk. That's torture. Right? Right. Well, Boris says, I like the balance in the mix. Usually high end in tracks like this bothers me, but it feels right. Yeah, it's a good mix. Good mix. Sick flow, says Jetto. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, man, kids' video games are changing for sure. We were just talking about this as our lab's been bringing this in, that Roblox is absolutely poised to make massive, massive moves right now. What was my favorite one? Of all of them, I would say this second one right here had really great definition in it. This whole sequence is here. The finishing move in the second half of this one stood out. I don't know, I'd pick one as a standout favorite, but I do have kind of favorite moments in each, I think. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Right, It's Wild Boars is here saying, I've made a lot of changes to this track after receiving feedback from so many people, and this is it now. Okay. I hope that you are keeping track of version control and whatnot, so you can always go back, compare your original ideas with feedback. All right, here we go.
There is a pair of dice on the table, you don't think twice. You make a prediction, hoping for that perfection. And what if it all goes wrong? What if you can't predict the outcome? So how many times did you have to try? So how many times did you roll the dice? It's like a parasite, stuck in your thoughts, you can't think right. You cannot predict it, so just don't get it twisted. Why are you trying to change the truth? What you wrote now, it's just meant for you. So how many times did you have to try? So how many times did you roll the dice? So how many times will it take? So how many tries? So let go of all the doubt. Don't let it control your life. You've got to believe that you cannot foresee it. So how many times will you roll the dice?
You know, I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one. This has a I feel like I've said this to you once before. But there's like a Mike Patton quality about the freedom that you operate with vocally, and the range with which you operate. And I appreciate that. It's really good. That's a compliment. And I really like the balance in the vocal mix as well. The snaps, they seemed a little hot. They seemed a little loud in the mix and a touch too far out on the sides, I feel. But that's it. OhmLab is starting to do its thing again, where it just like, oh, never mind. It's only a couple things. Is it just me, or does it seem like OhmLab's like a little needy today? Maybe it's just me. Zen Papa says, I really like that squishy synth and how it sat with everything, created a nice contrast with some perceived warmth. There was a question floating around, hey, how do you achieve reverb like this? And Rokusai is currently discussing that in the chat right now. If you have a reverb on something, there should definitely be an EQ after it in your project so you can control what frequencies are coming out. But that isn't where it has to end. You can start doing really awesome stuff afterwards. I'm often seen putting things like modulators on distortion plugins, stuff like that after the yeah, maybe OhmLab is on coke. I have been watching Succession, so it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. Yeah, I think that's really all I have for you. Is the snaps. I think I personally, I think I like everything about this. I know Roku's on the edge with the floatiness. I like it. I think it's a serious dream appeal. Yeah, he's gonna stick to his guns on that one. Tova. Good. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do another one here. We can do that. We can do that. We make the rules. All right, everybody. Hold on to your bum bums, as Nico would say. This one is Hughes. Tova, you here?
More vibrant than my favorite colors, you make the sky my favorite shade of blue. I light up every time you're coming through, and I just thought that I should let you know life feels better when I'm in your glow. Give me all the things I need to grow. Everything is darker when you go, so please don't go. Give me sunshine here in the rain. Please do not go. Please do not go. Please don't go. No, 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 no. All of the colors, they shine bright when I look at you in this light. Everything I know is alright. Life feels better with you. Better with you. Nights just started getting colder. On me you'd always have a shoulder. In you I'd always have a friend. It's me and you until the end. And I love the way that you show up for me. Simple things you do to help me see. Like coffee when I'm needing energy. All of the colors, they shine bright when I look at you in this light. Everything shelter from the stormy weather. No life is brighter. Life is brighter with you. Your life ever with you. When nights get colder, we're getting older. No life is better. Life feels better with you. Life feels better with you. My four-leaf clover and shelter from the stormy weather. I know life is brighter. Life feels brighter with you. Your life ever with you.
That's a vibe right there. You guys, not gonna believe this, but we got Central up next. So Tremick says, "Just stop it! I can't take it. I think I got married, had kids, got divorced, and moved to the moon during this song." Keegan21 says, "Keep your girl home kind of night, out with the boys, listening to Tova live." You ain't got no partner with Tova around. Tova's a magnet. There you go. Oh, okay. So going back to this question, who's asking this? This was Lazink is asking, hey, so you guys are good, but do you realize you're good? Like, do you think you're good? And Roku sums it up nicely. Look, it's not only about talent. Like, some people might be born with something that other people aren't, like better hearing in a very specific way, right? Or the ability to perceive pitch in a more accurate way than someone else, right? But we all have to learn the tools, right? The hardest things, I think, to really learn in a lot of this is how to kind of open up and trust yourself in a really genuine way, to like allow yourself to explore things and bump up against your own natural boundaries and inclinations, and instead of getting caught in the quagmire of others, in the hot pursuit of what others do. It's more accurate. So Lazing, I think that there's a bunch of folks in the community that feel those same feelings. You're definitely not alone. Central is here saying, "Hey, homie. I'll probably be back to work, but I'll be watching the VOD for the help on this. First full track on Ableton, and the vocals will have a male singer. These vocals were just written using SynthV. Cool. Excellent. First full song before fucking it up."
Mother, do you remember? I'd sing along to your prayer when I was a child. But till now, I never knew the words it kept in me. I I'd sing along to your prayer, but now I know what you prayed for. If I could wish upon a star, I'd wish me away. But some wishes don't shine too bright. Some wishes get buried. But to this day I wander in this wet desert. Mother, are you glad I'm gone? 'Cause for you I tore my heart apart.
State Dakota, welcome in. Haha, Roku, it's like he stole my dynamic tricks. Central, I love you, homie. I love that you're exploring the open waters, man. This is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. I feel like here a little bit at the end, and then at the very top, the vinyl felt a little bit too noticeable, like up at the surface. The rest of the entirety of the mix, it felt just right. 33 seconds, just, oh. And 40 seconds, you're a freaking beast. And 53 seconds? Like, seriously, I want to hear this again. Let's just hear this again. Oh, I'm not even sure if that is a gun being cocked right now. Second time through, it sounded more like maybe a wrench of some kind or something. Anyway, man, the sync value on this one is just through the roof. When the original vocals are on this, man, you putting your stuff up on Disco yet? Should have a conversation. At 148, I'd strip to total silence. You've got just a little bit of bit crush noise in there, kind of hanging, and I would strip that personally. I would make the listener just kind of worry that that might have just been the end of the track. And I love the hang time on it too. 207, consider layering in a reversal with that. I was calling it a gun cock, but now that's in question. Yeah, the reverse vocal with the synth is so effective, right? Yep, fifth interval FM. Yes. What are the synth basses? I always wanted to make this kind of sharp, but I don't even know how to call it. Hey, Jules is here. How you doing? Happy Friday. It's been a minute. How you been? When is Central not leveling up? I feel like the only time Central dips out for a minute is when he's leveling up. It's like, sorry guys, I've got a meeting. A meeting. Imaginate. Danny, you are up. If you're not already following Imaginate out there and like checking out the sound packs and stuff, do that. Do that. And also spend a bunch of time listening to the album that he released recently. It's out of this flippin' world. Out of this flippin' world. The Industrial Revolution is here. Welcome in. You're kind of a big deal. Lots of people talk about you. Happy Friday, homie. Meeting is computer, right, Roku? Right? All right, Danny, let's do this secret project thing. Secret agent, man. Oh. Danny! Danny! It's all good, Danny. You'll tell us the name when you can. This is so good. This is so good. I want to play with the sounds. We should have you come on and talk about them when you are able to. Lezing, it sounds to me like you could benefit from sticking around for a while. We do a few streams a week, and Mondays and Wednesdays are typically just kind of dedicated to production, where we don't just sit around and talk like this the whole time. You just kind of pick it up over time, man. Focus on the basics, like just tune in to the whys and not the hows. And things will soon start to seem less intimidating and more intuitive. As soon as you let it enter into your mind that it's a pretty intimidating thing, it feels really intimidating. So, but we do next Friday. I think I can say yes to that, Danny. I think. Let's connect. But I think that's a yes. I think that's a connect. I think everybody want Danny on the show next Wednesday or next Friday. He'll give us some feedback. We'll get to hear a little bit about the new pack coming out. Yeah, dude. Hey now. Have you and Roku been cooking? Benz is here. Let's see what Benz is up to. Danny. Really tasty sounds in there, man. Yo, Eric is here. Welcome in, Eric.
Következő lehet maga lesz. Megmondtam előre, hogy lehet para lesz. Adjatok belőle, ha tőle, ha lesz. Nagyokat megyünk, ma mindenki lala lesz. Mindenem top, nézzetek rám, nézzetek a napocskára. Már megint itt vagyok, mindenki ezt a napot várta. Tárcám ducit, te megnézd a lampocskádat. Tanácsok kellenének, tesó, gyere adok párat. Egy tesó, legfőbb, mindenki jókat egyen. 2, hogy jó kedvemből sohasem lesz kegyem. Tesó, 3 az, mindenki amit akar vegyen. Azt, hogy meg vagy ellen, nekem kéne eldönten. Ez a napot várta. Akkor vegyen, az trükk meg vagy el.
I'm just reading this comment from Zindremic. Not sure you could squeeze those luffs more without a lawsuit. A luff suit. Benz. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now, If you look at this, you see how your peaks are all just like completely just a straight line. If you take off your limiter, compression, you'll start to see some more up and down happening, and it's really what you want. It's really what you want. When everything is squished like this, it takes the kind of pleasure away because we don't get to hear the peaks of the sounds, right? Which is like kind of the energy. It's like all of the energy runs into this wall, which is why the peak is cut off the way that it is so consistently. And because of that, it translates, even though it's loud feeling, it doesn't translate as energy, as energetic. It actually translates as kind of like dampened or muted. So back off the compression, the limiting, and you'll reclaim some of that dynamic range. Fun arrangement. Just need a different approach to the mixing. We do have quite a bit of talent swimming around in this community, huh? Maxo. Of course it's lit. Yo, I like the playful use of all of the vocal sampling, right? A lot of really simple ideas being employed in a cool and an infectious way, right? This kind of swimming vibe of having the same or similar chops being triggered at different octaves and stuff. It's cool. Watch the low frequencies on the side. So when you're panning something across the stereo field, try not to drag frequencies. Like those sounds that you've got out there, they don't, I think, need anything below like maybe even 500 even, maybe, right? So chop them and see what happens. And as you're comparing what you have in this bounce with the next one after that change, you'll notice that there's a greater sense of like organic fluidity, continuity in the delivery of the sound, like our perception of the sounds in the mix and the movement of sound. It'll feel a lot more stable and consistent. You'll still have your swimming vibe. And you'll still have all of the intended movements in your mix. You'll just also have the ability to then hear or perceive things with greater clarity too. So, vocal sample panning rapidly is just a little bit loud. I would adjust the volume on this after you change the low end, though, on them. It could be a byproduct of just signal strength, right? And if you tap down some of that low frequency action, it might be enough. 145. Okay, so here's a thing. I'm going to go back to it so we can kind of listen to it here. It almost seems like you're holding space for another element that isn't there for a period of time here. So I feel like I'm kind of left with this sense of like I'm not getting to tune into whatever it is I'm supposed to be tuning into, whether it's a volume balance thing with what's currently playing and the thing that should be most present isn't, or that there's space in the mix that seems kind of intentional where something else could be. So neck pain is back. Egan says this is a bop. Lasink is saying, I swear I've never even asked myself those questions. You know, this is good. This is good. Like, that kind of a response is great. And you want to know why? Because what we do in DAWs is kind of like oil painting, in that you can continue to just add strokes, right? You have an idea, something changes, you make that change in your DAW, you move along your merry way, and when you look at it, when you look at your piece of art, it is what you see on the surface, right? But when you're oil painting, you take that palette knife, right, and you can kind of start to carve into your paint. Now, all of a sudden, you're disclosing all these different little layers of colors and texture and stuff in there. Which is what actually makes the painting so interesting, right? It's not so linear and explainable. Respect the gazelle. What's up, Kwame? You sexy beast. How are you? Hope you're doing well, brother. Anyway, my point being is that you are now at the palette knife stage. You are now at this point where you've got all this stuff, right, on your palette, and you're like, now what can I carve away? Right? And like, what am I wanting or needing to shine a light on, right? You ever watch some Bob Ross? We haven't done this in a minute, so let's pull out some Bob Ross. Let's find a quote for the day. This one says, if we all painted the same way, what a boring world it would be. Well, that's true. That's true. The reason why I bring this up is, you know, Bob is a master at making something out of something else, right? Accidentally bumps the canvas with a brush, didn't mean to, boom, there's a bird, right? Or another branch for the tree or whatever. My point being is that you don't get to those points until you give yourself the chance to. Bob Ross is the legend. He doesn't really ever fall prey to losing pace while he works, because he doesn't allow himself to get kind of caught up in these little intricacies, right? That could be pitfalls, but instead it's just like, oh, well, that just happened, so we'll do this. Your comment earlier about like, oh, when I look at a synth, it's like, it's horribly intimidating and stuff. Like, this is kind of in that same neck of the woods production-wise. You've got a lot of really good ideas. You've got a lot of really good stuff in here. You just have to figure out how to make it all really vibe in the exact way that you want. You're the only one that can actually truly unlock that. So yeah, asking yourself these questions, I think, is good. Happy little luffs. Man, we're coming up with a lot of good stuff here. We're gonna have to revamp the merch store. We could bring back the meme shirts. How many of you have been in the OhmLab community long enough to remember the old memes? The Savage Caveman art, the all of these things were horribly inappropriate. Give that pitch vibrato. There were some good ones. Maybe we should bring those back for a while. Jax, you're here, and this one's called Ballin'. Let's do this. We need to respect the Gazelle shirt. Yeah. Hey, Roku, this is a quote. This is a quote. I'll leave that there for a bit. Roku says, OhmLab, sometimes you just need to eat the crayon before you know how you can use it first. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, I hear you guys. We'll make some changes to the merch options.
Was it for everything and more? Chase so long it touched the boy, your feet prolonged until I'm bored. So much fun, I'm over, boy. You see, decided did the kid. Got a tip, they took the masters up the ladder. Ain't that some shit? Bow back or take a trip. Let it lay, we got the chips. Shit get gully and shit get ugly, but I know you not gon' flip. Plenty of nights I see you spaz. Took them on road, they chase my ass. Baby's too humble, OJ ass. I done ran blocks like OJ.
All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. I told you always be ready. Got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual with my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that silly. You said you needed 5. That was more than 12 ago. And you got your hands tied. I'm stuck like Velcro. Georgia Beach on East Side. That was more than 12 ago. And you got your hands tied. Rock a lot of gold. All around the globe. Rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold. All around the globe, rock a lot of gold.
Dude, Jax, I like this. I like this. Little Ferg mix with Tyler. Yeah. What's up, Free Mango? I see you. Happy Friday to you. I like this intro vibe. I feel like man, I like as soon as I started typing, I was like, am I gonna regret typing this? I feel like the reverb needs to be wrangled in a little bit. In that intro, and I like pretty much everything else about this. I think the flow is great. I think the mix is good. I want the vocals up a little bit more on top. Kind of maintain and sustain the dominance throughout. There are peaks here and there where it felt like we were hitting the right spot, but by and large, I want them up on top just a little bit more. There were a few minutes where, like, internally, I'm just like, dude. All right, so the vocalist that has the kind of character that's similar to Common a bit, it's a touch dry, I think, compared to rest of the mix. Danny says feels a little bright on my end. Yeah. I think that's a vibe. I'm struggling to provide like specific like like mixing feedback on this one because I don't think I really want to influence it. Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna stop there and say let's get the vocals up on top. Let's get a touch more processing on this vocalist. It sounds a bit like Common, and then wrangle in that reverb in the intro. This thing's good. I like the flow. Yeah, exactly. Free Mango Time gets it. Alex is saying vocals up for sure. Maybe a little different processing based on the rapper, more verb on one, for example. Exactly. Jules, gotta do this. I'm gonna go ahead and close the queue here. Right. Jules. How did I end up with extra letters? I'm old. And it's going to sound really stupid. But when I was in school, I went to public school. When I was in school, boys couldn't learn how to type. Oh! So I still look down when I type most of the time. Jules, this is great. It's got such a simple, infectious, hypnotic energy about it. It's like, it's just, the rhythm is not going to stop, and it's so classic. I'm really vibing with the comparisons that Rokusai tossed out in the chat there. Wanting just a little bit more presence and impact from the kick drum. Like if it had just a little bit more of a transient and just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit more weight to it, I feel like it would feel super spot on. Love all the stuff that's being shot out to the sides. I'd like to hear just a subtle variation on the vocal shot specifically. These detuned squeaky plucks, I gotta share this because it's like going back to childhood, right? My friends and I would call these like weird detuned squeaky little plucks squeaky cheese. We had this friend that was from Wisconsin and introduced us to these cheese curds that they make out there, and they like squeak when you chew on them, like squeak against your teeth. And our friend was like introducing us to this on a night when they had all dropped a serious amount of paper, and we were walking out from the club and laughing our asses off about this. And for years after that, squeaky synths, squeaky cheese. I can't get it out of my head. So now all of you guys know that too. Rokusai says, yeah, if you can get a bit more stereo interest going, then this track is solid. It can go straight to the DJ crate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And just like a classic, the more we listen to it, the catchier it gets. So it passes the test. It's high quality hypnosis. Coda, it is you. Let's do this. It's called Let Me Know. Coda, this is fantastic. This is like super Friday night vibes right here. Full version, 29th of March. It's a preview. I like this. I don't want to tell you to change stuff on this. Yeah, Roku, right? Okay, well, there you go. We both like it. As is. Ship it. Eric, you are up. How you doing, homie? It's been a minute. This one is called Bruce. Oh no, fixing my computer mid-whip. Oh boy. Hope you're well, homie.
那为什么今天我要收你呢？因为我将会是你最棒的徒弟。叫什么名字？
跟你学功夫，你要我长大了再来。我今天来正式拜师。
I said emotional content, not anger. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. What was that? Try again. Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Eric, I love everything about this one, dude.
还挺快的。
Wrangle the subs. Hear me out on this. Wouldn't it be cool if you had a couple of cut to silence, Bruce says something, Bruce, and then back into it. Roku says, I think the reason why your sub is so loud is because it has no overtones or harmonics, so give it a bit more saturation, distortion, even perhaps that only affects the mid-lows. That way the bass will sound lower without having to push the actual levels of it. We've made it to this point of the day without saying a dang thing about Trash 3. I think collectively, at least on the inside, if not entirely on the outside, we have all been grumbling and muttering for years, wanting a new Trash. And glory, 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 glory. Isotope gave us a new Trash. You're fine with your Trash too. Eric, I really like this one. Have you seen Bitwig with Trash together? It's basically Trash 11. Bitwig actually didn't need Trash to be updated to make it Trash 11. Yes, that's exactly my favorite thing about it too. Free Mango Time is saying my favorite thing about Trash is 1% mix is like 50% mix on any other distortion plugin. It's so true though. It's so true. Like that and the extreme distortion profiles inside of Thermal. Those are my go-tos for like the extreme mangling delivered with a soft touch. Absolutely. Alec is saying, instead of uploading a link, I'm streaming this 14-minute track on loop. Pop in and hear as much as you want. It's kind of samey. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to raid you then, Alec. If that's good with you. After we're done here, we'll just pop on over there. That's good. Roku is asking, OhmLab, would you suggest bigger taikos in the build-up? Still working on this piece, getting into the nitty-gritty with it. Well, now I'm just excited. Let's try that again. Eyes can tab keys. Here we go. Rokusai. The IRs are stellar. You're right, Roku. Welcome in, Pablo. Roke, this is lovely, dude. Seriously, the glitch bits on the sides around 157 poke out a bit. They kind of resolve around 215 or so when the full mix picks up. Piano trill 259 seemed a little bit obscured. Yeah, I like the pulse. I like that little layered perk pulse. Okay, so in regards to the Tycho question about whether they need more, I don't know if you need more, but I do crave more impact and definition from them. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, Reese, dude. This is a really good one, Roku. Very, very good one. So did Danny have a hand in that, Reese? My ears are so pleased right now. Quite pleased. 6 layers of serum and razor, all dipping in and out with automation. Nice snarl on that, Reese, right? Right? All right, so we got something to listen to from Pablo really quick, and then we're gonna go visit Free Mango Time and here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah, I found it. Found it. Oh, Roku. So freaking good. All right, this one's from Pablo. really like the composition, the arrangement. Really good stuff. Good emotive quality to it. Lots of little tiny nuances too. You can use ads. This has some huge sync value to it, and I feel like this is probably not the first track that you've bounced with this kind of value. So I'm wondering, where are you posting your stuff? What are you doing with it? Are you working with a library? You got a royalty-free portfolio or something cooking? What you doing? Evil villain, important decision vibe. Ho ho ho. Alec nails it there. Roku says, don't be afraid to spread your clusters out once in a while. You don't have to stick to the major minor chords. Steal some notes from Mixolydian if you want to. But that's nitpicking. I felt this was pretty darn great. The way that it is, because it has huge mainstream appeal. It doesn't go too far from center in any direction, so I feel like it maintains its kind of easy relevance for a great wide swath of applications. So strings from CSS, yeah, they are a good library. Been hearing them more actually. I like them. I like the quality. Okay, so everything in this one felt really good, but there was this moment around 2:05 or so. I'm not sure what happened here, because there was a few different things that felt like the delivery just hadn't been massaged quite the same as the rest of it. So go back and listen with a critical ear in that one spot. Maybe I'm crazy, but it kind of felt like the notes just weren't quite as gently delivered, a bit more abrupt. Other than that, I feel like this thing was really great. I love the dynamic play in this thing. It's a really solid palette, good mix, proper levels, good stuff. I want to hear more. Okay, so we're going to grab this right here. And we're going to come over here with that text. And you lovely people, you wonderful, lovely people. And did you hear the theme from Jacob Collier? Yeah. The Bridge Over Troubled Water? Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the Native Instruments instrument? That was pretty good stuff. All right, we are going to go support Alec really quick. So don't go anywhere. Everybody that sticks around gets a nice little bonus in OhmBits, in Ohmies, that they can spend on more stuff starting next week. So I'll just start by saying I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we'll be back on Monday. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. That's not right. There we go. That's right. Wait a minute. There you are. Okay. Like I was saying, we'll be back on Monday. We'll make a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to do a couple of different plugin reviews next week. We'll unveil a new partnership. We'll be wrapping up a new cinematic library. Be dipping into a new sound pack. Lots of stuff happening next week. So have a great weekend. Hope you guys stay really inspired. Make a lot of cool stuff. We are going to go check out Alex's new Twitch channel right now and see what they're up to. I'll see you guys on the flip. Appreciate you. Peace out.